Welcome back, children. Children, we have been learning about the sources of history, and in this context, we have learned about the archaeological sources. Now, we are going to learn about the literary sources in this, which includes some books and manuscripts also, that is, the written statements of people during our previous age. So, in this context, the people of our previous ages, they used to write on palm leaves and barks of birch trees. The first literary source is the religious literature, where we can know about the religion of that place. So, what kind of things they used to believe and what all they used to do for their religious purposes. Now, in this context, we find the four Vedas, that is the Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Athar Veda, and the two great epics, that is the Ramayana and Mahabharata. These books really provide a lot of information about the religious, economic, and political life of the people in our ancient times. Then we come to the secular literatures like the Arthashastra of Kautilya, the Ashtadhyayi of Panini, the Abhikyan Shakuntalam of Kalidas, and Harshcharita by Bana. These are some non-religious literatures which are known as the secular literature and gives a lot of information about the people of that age, and there are some prominent secular literary works were found. So they give us useful information about the social, economic, and cultural life of people. Then we have the accounts of foreign travelers like Megasthenes, the Greek ambassador who visited the court of Chandragupta Maurya, and he wrote all about the Mauryan times in his book named Indica. After that came a lot of Chinese travelers, that is the Fahian, Yuan Sang, Ait Singh. They all visited India during different times. They wrote valuable accounts of what they saw in India. Yuan Sang is called the Prince of Pilgrims, and his accounts is considered as the gazetteer of India. He visited the court of Harsha. So Yuan Sang came during Harshavardhan's rule, and he wrote a lot of incidents during that period. Fahian visited India during the reign of Chandragupta II, while Ait Singh visited India in the 671 to 695 AD. Another Arabic literature, Kitabul Hind, was written by Al-Biruni, who travelled widely in Punjab and the parts of northern India. And then another great writer of Arab, that is Ibn Battuta, who wrote the Rehla. Now, what do we need to preserve all these sources of history? Because history is something that gives us a lot of knowledge about our past. And the beginning of human existence appeared on this earth's surface 5.6 million years ago. So it is difficult to know what all happened during those ages. So the fossils, stone tools, and cave paintings that are found by our archaeologists and historians, they really tell us a lot about our ancestors, how they lived, and what kind of things they used to use. The river valley civilizations were also founded out by the Archaeological Survey of India. They excavated some of the sites and found that there were civilizations like the Mesopotamian civilization, the Indus Valley civilization. These were the river valley civilizations that generally developed along the river sides. So these are some archaeological excavations made by the people, and we should really preserve all these literary works so that we can know about all these things, how people lived in that area. So how should we take steps to maintain these things? So all types of sources should be kept and maintained scientifically, and all types of important structures should be maintained with utmost care. And Archaeological Survey of India's main function is to explore, excavate, conserve, preserve, and protect the sites of national and international importance. In this context, our Constitution of India also provides Article 49 and where it is said that it is the duty of the state to protect the monuments, places, and objects of national importance, and they should be protected, preserved, and kept safe. Now, what is the work of historian and an archaeologist? So, a historian his work is to objective and scientific treatment of an evidence, and he ensures that whether the evidence is authentic or not. He should find the documents and other relevant materials analyzed impartially. There shouldn't be any partiality done to any kind of evidences or documents found. Then there shouldn't be any controversy over any kind of speculations or views. There shouldn't be no room for these things. Then preconceived hypotheses or assumptions should be avoided, and reading and locating historic documents should be done properly. Then all the evidences that are found in as per the historical archaeological survey, they should be systematic and chronologically ordered by them. Then educating people about historic locations or groups, and determining if a building has a historic importance or not. Then the archaeologist's work is to excavate and remove earth carefully and systematically so that the buried remains are not destroyed and they are kept safe. Now, all the archaeologists have discovered the fossils, stone tools, cave paintings. They should be all these findings help us to understand our early human history. Then the scientific methods of excavations that are carried out by archaeologists have opened the door to various civilizations. Then we have come to know about all the civilizations in this throughout our ages. Now, archaeologists have brought out numberless prehistoric evidences that helps us to know early human history. They have conducted research and traveled to potential historical locations so that they can get more information about our previous ages. Then all the artifacts that are found have been listed and catalogued properly. So this is all the work of the historian and an archaeologist. So I hope you love to learn this chapter. It is very nice, and you should know how we are able to know about history. So have a happy learning. Until we meet in our next class, is bye bye for now.